Hi folks, it's Mark here from the Edinburgh Modelling Man Cave. On a Friday that is absolutely chucking down with rain. We had 3 great days of sun and now great Scottish weather appears. And if you hear in the background, you will hear the rain hitting off the metal roof. This is just an update on my projects at the moment and what I'm going to do. So the first one is this little Airfix kit I got. It's the 40 pack gun with truck from 1979. This was an inspiration from 2 guys, one from Carl from Making Models and James from the Model Officers Mess. They 2 of them do excellent dioramas and I thought to myself, why not give it a try. The old mojo was starting to kick in and I needed something to pick myself up. So I thought to myself, well, I picked this kit up at Wonderland Models for about £7. The pick frame was about £1.50 I think. The wee resin sandbags were £3 on eBay. And the grass, I think it was about £3.50 for 2 bags. 2 different mixtures. I'll get them out for you. Yep. Here we go. £3.50 for the 2 different shades. I'll be honest, I am not a diorama maker. It's harder than you think, especially grass. I think if you really need one of these static shakers or what they do. I literally just done that with PV glue over it. It doesn't look right. The grass is well to scale. But then again, I have got grass that size at my golf course that I work at. Lovely little kit. The truck comes up. You can see I put the mud bottle. Truck's a nice little kit. It does come off. It's all weathered inside. The only thing, I think this was a War Games kind of kit because it was 176. It never came with any windows, so I put a wee bit of plastic in there. I added a wee bit of grass with the tyres. Weathered it up with a wee bit of pigments. I was going to do the whites and that, but yeah, I done that. The wee sign. Gave it a light brush with silver with in mud here. As I say, it was a fun wee project. The gun came together alright. I put a wee bit of photo etch at the bottom. Can you see there? Because the gun actually didn't line up with the axle. It's tiny. It's an old moulding. The only thing is, I noticed with the putty that I use, because they come in wee bases, except for this guy. Flat bases, you can see there, and see it's sunk a wee bit, and I've got a wee bit of line there, but I put a wee bit of pigment in it. Again, this is not a competition winning model. It was a wee fun thing. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed painting the figures. I've never painted figures. They're not exactly the most detailed, but I tried my best. I enjoyed it. I loved it. Something different. That's the thing. It's something different to do. The Lancaster, unfortunately, that I'm going to build for the group build for the Models Officers Mess, the Bomber Command group build. I think I'm going to have to put that aside. My love for the kit and actually building it is totally gone. I picked it out last week and it just sat there, and it just sat there. I looked at it, it looked at me, and I looked back and went, no, you're going back in the box. I will get to it later on at a later date, but at this moment in time, no, it's just no interest in me at all. So I put it back in the box, and that'll be get done at a later date. It's same with a lot of kits that I've done. The A10 is still sitting in its box. I've not had any inspiration to get on and done that. I do go like that. I think every modeler does that. At the moment, I'm enjoying the Meng kit. So that's that. I'll get to the Meng kit. That's that done. That's it. It's pretty basic. I think I use a bit of polystyrene. Then I got I think it was wood filler glue. Aye, wood adhesive that I put and watered it down, brushed it on to seal the polystyrene, and I covered it with grass, and well, obviously masked that off, and that's it. So that's the wee German pack gun with truck. And that was all done for what, under £15. So it's a fun wee thing. Now this beast, I'm really enjoying this kit. It comes together like a Tamiya kit. Absolutely beautiful. Some bits are a bit delicate, as you can see. The interior's done, it's all locked in. The only thing I forgot to do, if I get, I'll use that brush. In there, there's supposed to be a fire extinguisher, and there in the back a fire extinguisher, which I need to add. This all moves. Oh, sorry, this all moves. It actually can come off. I've not glued it in place. I'll get it out. I added all these bits. These are repainted to come out. That's where the jerry cans sit. I've started to highlight all the raised bits with a lighter shade. I think it's, if you give me a second, I will get it for you. It's basically a modulation set that I got, but I'm not using all the colours. If I can find what the light one is. I think it was ivory. Yeah, it is. The Vallejo ivory. Sand ivory. It's just to highlight, I noticed a couple of guys have done this. They highlight all the bolts. I've done it before with the Meng Bradley kit. Pre-shading still, you can see still the pre-shading. There it is there. Pre-shading there. Or should I say post-shading, because I did do, what I've done is I've done it the base colour with the British Sand Yellow for AK, and I used, that's a lacquer paint, so I used the LP NATO Brown and NATO Black to give a different tonal variation in the sand. I'll still highlight these a wee bit darker. It might not be realistic. Suspension's all done. That's all movable. I'll turn it around the other side. Under there you got the pipes that I've done. As I say, I've darkened that up really dark. Once the wheel goes on, they've all been done. I'm going to pick all the bolts out. Once that, you're not going to see much, but my philosophy is, I know somebody on the Facebook was getting criticised for modulation. Really extreme modulation in a tank. Some people like it, some people don't. I think it's an art. I think it's hard. It definitely is harder than what you think. I've tried it on a modulation set, which that was. It is very hard to get right. It takes a talent, it takes a skill. I won't criticise anybody who does it. It just isn't, it's not my cup of tea, as they call it. I don't like that style. I'm not saying that I would never do it. I do a certain modulation, I highlight areas, but mine's is mostly lights, highlights and shadows. Darker under there, I would paint it darker. It's all different techniques. We shouldn't criticise people who do things like that. I did say that to the guy who posted it up. I said it's just not that thing, but there's a talent there. I can't do it, and I'm not going to criticise because I can't do it. I think the old way of pre-shading and just covering it up is a bit old-fashioned. You do have to have a bit of post-shading. This checkerboard effect on planes and all, I don't really like. I have done it, but each to his own. But we shouldn't criticise. It doesn't do anything for the hobby at all. We should be encouraging people and helping people. So after that tangent and a little rant, the doors have been done. I didn't even a lighter shade because I thought, well, they're going to get used all the time in and out. They're going to get hit. There was a little bit of footage. I've got to put a lever in there. Highlight all these bolts. I've done the glasswork, the rim right around the edge with the black. that wee handle's to get black. I've got to add things inside, bars, etc. It's the same all over. I'll take that out. See, it's getting there. I even found a little dog, which I'm going to paint and maybe try and put in the back. Looks like a wee puppy. It looks a bit out of scale for 135. Aye, right. I found a picture online with the British husky, and it had on the plate where the gun is, taxi. You can just see it in the mirror. I did do it, mask it off, and I did it a light. It was meant to be a lighter colour, but unfortunately the lighter colour was too light. So I rubbed it down, resprayed it, and I'm going to remask it and put taxi with the gun sticking out. And that was based on some battalion. I can't remember. I'm going to put a photo up of it. Put a wee bit of dirt on this, like marks and stain marks, which I think it would be, because that's going to be sitting, if I get it in, yeah, it just clips in. That's going to be sitting like that. I might tone that down a wee bit more with I might put a wee bit buff on that to lighten that up, or we'll see. These are all the wee bits. Still got the decals all to put on. The tenner, the window wiper, windows are all done. They'll be masked off because you only paint really that. I'll show you in the big one. I'll peel it off gently. As you can see, mask off, painted it. The extra storage that I found on the, here it is, that. Now I know it's US military, I know, but I've taken some bits off of here, mostly the ammo, I've taken that, and mostly all the storage, just to add something that goes in the back here, because that was, I read somewhere that holds a 1 ton in weight. This bit, it's like a pallet, you could hold 1 ton in that. So what I've done is, they're all painted. I'm going to detail paint the straps. I'm going to highlight them all. I've got tons, you see, I've got tons of stuff in there. The jerry cans that slide in, I'll bring it over again. They'll get glued in place like that, so you can tip them over. One's water, they're all different, water, fuel. Just get them out, sorry for this, the wee ones. And there's the bigger ones that for the Meng kit. Air filter. Anyway, I've got one of them painted. I just need to decal it, one of the fire extinguishers. The other thing I'm going to do is, if I can find it, there you go. It has wing mirrors, but unfortunately they don't come with any glass for it. They say it paint it silver. So what I've done is, I've got tin foil, and I'm going to, you can see, I'm going to wait until I painted them, got them. I'm going to put that in and rub that and shine that up with a buffer, the tin foil, to get a nice shine, so it looks like a proper mirror. Sorry for the dirty hands, I've just came back for work and a nice wet day. So that's what I'm going to do. Again, I'm going to take my time on this. I'm not going to rush it because it's practically done. Weathering wise, I was going to do a lot of chipping on it. I don't think I will. I've seen a lot of guys who have done these kits and they chip them all over, dry brush them. I'm not. I'll do some chipping, maybe on the steps and climb up here. I'll use a lot of pigments. I'll keep it minimum. I like the look at it. I don't want to ruin it by going overboard with the chipping and making a mess. I think I'll do it like my Bradley. I think I'll just highlight all the bolts, and what I'll do is I'll use post shading to emphasize the wear and tear and do it that way, because I like the look at it. It is 135, and that it is a 14-ton truck. £44. I highly recommend this to anybody who likes armour. Absolute beautiful kit. That back, it's still, there you go, it clips off like that. I've glued that part because that was a bit of a fiddle to get on, because you needed that glued back to get these come off like that. There you go. I've not even glued them on. They just totally just click in. That's how good the fit is on these. See, there you go, click in. I've still got the extra bumpers to put on here and everything like that. Apart from that, it's all going to be decals now and adding all the little tiny details to it. So I think maybe another week I'll have that done, because the glass fits in that way, and I'll have it done, and this will be another one for 2021. Absolutely beautiful kit. Highly, highly recommended. If you want one, you should get one. Even get one for your stash and just keep it. It's that good. Now I'm going to do a roundup. What I bought this week is, I'm in a diorama mood. I've been watching Carl Smith on Making Models, and he was doing a diorama for the Battlestar Galactica Viper and how to do dioramas, and it's got me in the diorama bug. I bought the Tamiya 135 German 88 gun flak kit. It's an old classic kit. I seen Spencer Pollard do it in two different styles. He done one in a German one, and he done one in the desert. I'm going to do a desert one. I'm going to start that tonight, building the gun. A great friend on Facebook is posted me a metal barrel. It was on a dragon kit, but hopefully it should fit. Now, a metal barrel should be a lot more authentic and realism, so I thank him for that. I've also ordered up a Revell 144 Tomcat. I've seen it on Facebook, somebody built one, and I fancy giving it a go. It's going to be about that size. So it's a wee project that I'm liking, but this diorama, I'm going to get the frame for it. I'm going to get the putty for it, and I'm going to take my time on it and building it, because I want to do it. As I say, I'll do that along with the husky. It takes time off the husky because you can get a bit bogged down with it. There's so many detail painting and adding little bits here and there. It can bog you down and it gets you a bit off the killer mojo. So that at the moment is what I'm going to do. So stay tuned. I'm up to, I think it's 81 subscribers, and I want to thank everybody who's subscribed to the channel. Hopefully I'll get to the 100 soon, because my laddie Jamie, he's on 178 I think, and I keep getting slagged off because I've not got many subscribers, but I'm enjoying this. I'm trying to keep them weekly, because obviously life, work, I only spend a couple of hours a day doing it, and I want to show you, rather than doing wee bits and saying, oh, I've done one window this week, and I'd rather show you this is what I've done. I do go through my kits quite quick. Keeps me active. So that's the roundup today, folks. So I'm going to give out shout outs to people. I've got 2 new mats, and I managed to get these stickers off. I've got a cupboard up there that I've got stickers. 2 of them I can't get off. One of them's Mr. Steve at Total Scale Models, Making Models, the podcast, Just Making Conversation, Modders Officers Mess, and also Lisa's Craft Station, which is now called the Craft Station. If you're into Facebook groups, there's a new group called the Driver's Room from Nat and Lewis. Go and see them, ask to join. It's models, arts and crafts, you name it, you can put up there. With if it's crafty, don't be a dafty. The other thing is podcasts. If you're interested in podcasts, the ones I listen to is On the Bench, the Plastic Posse Podcast, the Plastic Model Mojo, Model Geeks, and Scale Model Podcast, and also James and Malcolm, who represent Models for Heroes, Just Making Conversation. So I'll see you next time, guys, and hopefully I'll be update on the flat gun. I will post up on my usual, my Modeling Man Cave YouTube. Please like and subscribe, please. If you know me, you'll probably see me on Facebook and Instagram. I do post up in lots of groups on my builds. So keep posted, folks. Stay safe. I'm getting my Jag on Monday, so hopefully I'll be safe. So we'll see you next time, and hopefully better weather. Cheers, guys.